Hi, I'm Zoe.
Hi, I'm Justine.
Thank you for coming to the Underground Collective's Fall Showcase. The Underground Collective presents Can Everyone Hear Me?
We are so excited that you decided to join us tonight. We chose this theme because we think it speaks to the current times and beyond, and we hope that you will think so too.
The Underground Collective is a safe space collective, so we will provide content warnings before each piece, and they will also be listed in the description of the video.
Tonight's program will run a little bit under an hour, and it will be split into two acts with a 10-minute intermission in between.
In the first act, we have I Never Thought I'd Find You Here by Yazud Iris, City of Your Dreams by Justine Jhung. This photo was taken moments before by me, Ready Now by Kevin, and Abstract Thoughts by Jayda.
After intermission, in Act 2, we will have 5 to 5 by Kevin and me, Zodiac by Jayda and Zoe, Snippet by Jung, Dread of an Acorn by Iris, and I Still Have a Very Loud Voice and Here Is the Letter I Promised You by Yazud and me.
Yes, I hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, my name's Yazud,
Hi, my name's Iris.
and we wrote a poem called I Never Thought I'd Find You Here.
And the content warnings are family and body horror.
And we don't have a good internet connection, so this is the introduction. Oh God. I never thought I'd find you here.
You've been invited to this earth. Let us grow like ivy into each other. It's so sweet here, where we're of the same flesh. I'm taken by the soft imprint of your hand, and all this wide open space, a bowl of cherries glinting in the sunlight. I sliced the cord, and afterwards, my tongue ran over the pit in my mouth.
On Friday afternoons, I find you in a ditch on a bed of flowers invaded by moss. You're curling under moonlight, getting high, exhaling the people who love you. So, given that you are and aren't the same girl in baby red corduroy pants who kicked me in the shins for a stolen bubble gum and a crumpled up tooth fairy dollar, you should know that I forgot to give you back your tooth. It looks so precious in my right hand.
Your hand, so unwavering against the colored paper they gave you in art class, lopsided hearts, a fuchsia sun drowned out by electrifying blue bolts of lightning. You turn to me and say, "Have you ever seen me look this beautiful?" At night, I creep into your room, leafing through every single drawing, every self portrait, excavating your record of existing, and everywhere that bears your signature, I cross it out and write my own.
You should know that my apology is real and I don't know why I did it. I go to sleep only to find your ears dripping red down your red corduroy pants. In all my dreams, you're a flashing alarm. I reach out to you, grab you, keep you out of the mouth of the crocodile. In all my dreams, I always come back for you.
In this dim room with white walls and ivy climbing the sides, the damp air is cupping your face. The only place you are safe is in the hands of the people that love you. I always keep track of your voice, and maybe for that reason, our voices don't sound as similar as our laughs.
I forget myself in the mirror of sounds, all echoing silence in the chambers of the selves we are creating. What we own grows boundlessly into each other. I can only hope that the mosaic of voices surrounding you are as sweet as bubblegum amoxicillin or as quiet as a bruised mango as I'm watching you love what will end.
A tick head is severed by the thumb of our mother, stuck to her pointer finger.
She looms above and coats our heads with oil while she holds the teeth of a comb to the crown of your head.
The sky is eyes jolting open, eyes wincing, watering to drown away the hurt. Whatever you do, please don't let go of my hand.
I've never held a heart like I hold yours, and only you know what that means.
I'm sorry I forgot to tell you that I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Please find me where the moss meets the sea. Cross-legged and easing into being, I'll always have a home for you here.
Hi everyone. As you know, I'm Justine. This is a song I wrote called City of Your Dreams. Last February, I had the weirdest thing happen to me. I ran into someone who I hadn't seen in 3 years in a coffee shop in the wrong city. And it was just very incredible and strange and circumstantial. And it's one of those things that makes you really question if fate has to exist for something like that to happen. But I wrote this song, and it's about long distance and growing with people and away from people and the city, which I love. Also, this song will probably be on Spotify soon, so if you like it, look out for that. Special thanks to Jhung for helping with layering and mixing and mastering. He's incredible, and I hope you enjoy. The city of your dreams looks so strange to me. These shadows and street lights are just empty pencil lines. So here we are, another end, another start. When you slow down, can you see everything you wanted is just lurking out of reach? I found my hands full of holes, sand slipping through skin and bones. I'm walking in circles again tonight. You'd go to the same place if I drive. I saw those years etched in your face. Let me cling on to thoughtlessness and my mind your faces, blurred edges. Each time we return, it's not the same. The city I don't see enough. Mostly it's just fog. And you're going old. I find my hands full of holes, sand slipping through skin and bones. And I know I'm walking in circles again tonight. You go to the same place if I drive. I saw those years etched in your face. Was this the best thing I ever knew? Or was it the best cause I wanted it to? Each time we return, it's not the same. washed out Polaroids we stacked into a tin. I'm trying and failing over and over again to find a space where two parallel lines may turn underside and stand. I'm walking in circles. I'm walking in circles. Oh, oh, oh.
Hi, my name is Zoe. The title of my poem is This Photo Was Taken Moments Before. My content warnings are religion, family, death, and drowning. And shout out to my brother Kellen for helping with the music and helping me with the video for this poem.
I didn't know how to tell you, but I've heard this story before. The one where I wake up and the world is still morning. This I know, for the newscast tells me so. I have to hug myself instead of anyone else. People are trying to smile with their eyes instead of their mouths, and I still can't tell the difference between 4 a.m. or 4 p.m., but I'm awake at both. Staring at my wall, my phone, watching the fan. I'm not sleeping well, and I am not well, but none of us are, so really I'm just fine. My mom tells me to pray about it, with my fingers turned up instead of folded over, so they'll get to go straight to God's inbox. But the world is still yearning, just like it was yesterday, and just like it is in my dreams. Only there, I was wearing a black velvet dress, and the clock in the kitchen wouldn't pass 12:55. She is waiting for me in our backyard, standing underneath the basketball hoop where the concrete meets the grass. It's raining, but she and I are dry. I think I want to love her. Underneath this sky, except all the lights from the sky are on the ground, and all the lights from the ground are in the sky. It's illuminated by thousands of tiny white street lamps, and the constellations are in the cracks of the concrete. Despite the damned beauty of the scene, she is all I want to see. There are 12 plastic white seats sinking in the mud. My mom is there with band-aids on her knees, weeping about her angel girl. God is there too, with an afro and lilac-colored liquid lipstick, mouthing, "I told you so," to me. And next to her are all the white boys I could have fucked but didn't, in their oversized 90s sweaters, and next to them are all the poets I could never be, who only nodded when I said I was depressed the summer I was 19. They're all in my mom's backyard. She and I are standing there underneath the basketball hoop in our matching black velvet dresses. I think she wants to marry me. Do in-love people worry about what their mothers and their God will think? Because for me, it's all the same. Who needs baptism when I have a clawfoot tub with a rose petal bath bomb and lukewarm pails of water? Bucket after bucket, she sings over me. I want to dance with somebody. Forgive me, love. It's been a long time since I've had a mouthful of teeth. I've been speaking in tongues instead, so I didn't know what she meant when she said, "I'm beginning to think we don't have wings." When I am submerged, my body will not billow. Instead, the black velvet will cling to me as the petals begin to fizzle. They sound like pop rocks and look like melted crayons and smell like cotton candy, and I am bathing in the glory of it all when I realize that everything looks better at the bottom of the tub, where snowflakes begin to sprinkle my vision. My knuckles are made of cubic zirconia. My arms and legs are beginning to shimmer. The light in the bathroom looks just like the sun. If I hold my breath, I'll still get into heaven and eat red grapes with God and gossip. If I hold my breath, she'll love me better, and she and I will dance to 80s pop songs forever. If I hold my breath, drowning won't feel like dying. If I hold my breath, I swear to God, maybe then I'll be holy. If I hold my breath, maybe then I'll wake up.
I had this really moody dream once, where this song by The National that doesn't exist was playing. And then I took the lyrics from that song and put them in this song. The song is called Ready Now. The only content warning is alcohol. My love walks away, my love walks
outside, but inside it's colder, it's colder. You walk long enough, you see the people you hurt and the people you meant to, but you just forgot. But I lose you every time I turn the corner. The city's glimmer, oh, it's blurring up my eyes. My fingers slide all around my phone, so when I come to, I'll be home. I finally found you, finally found you, finally found you. I thought that was all I had to do. I finally found you, finally found you, I finally found you. Wasn't that all I had to do? When this place is underwater, we can scuba to your favorite bar. Till then, can I just crash here? Cause I don't really know where we are. I stumble around your kitchen, warm my hands up in your sink. I hear you ask me something, try to remember what I think. Oh, I'm ready now. Yeah, I'm ready now. Come on, I'm ready now. Finally ready now. Catch up, I'm ready now. Oh, don't you want this? I'm ready now. Oh, it'll be different, I'm ready now. Don't be that way, I'm ready now. Is it too late? I guess you're there when I need you, cause I'll never really need you. I just want you all the time. Yeah, I guess you're there when I need you, cause I'll never really need you. I just want you all the time. But I finally found you, finally found you, finally found you. Wasn't that all I had to do? I finally found you, finally found you, finally found you. I thought that was all I had to do.
Hello friends, I'm Jayda, and this is my poem, Abstract Thoughts. I don't really have much to say about it. I wore an art shirt today, because of the poem. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's it.
I believe it is time to run away. I think about living in an abstract painting where my nose is where my eye would be, and my lips are where my ear would be. And my face changes every minute into something more beautiful than it last was, and I can be something, anything, better than I last was. I look like a broken mirror. I reflect you like a funhouse mirror, where you have grown 2 feet taller, and your arms are longer so you can hold me tighter. The warped glass has disrupted the symmetry of your face. And I have grown to be 3 inches taller, the height my doctor told me I would be when I was 10. I am still waiting to be 5'7". In my fractured but perfect sphere, I can squeeze into any size I choose, and I can scrunch up to be smaller than everything. And I can move between the space between the electrons that orbit the nucleus of your atoms, and then, finally then, I can seep into your bones. I look into this always shifting portrait, and sometimes I see her, and other times I see them, and on very, very special occasions, the ones I dare not explore or acknowledge out loud, I see him. And all their faces are my own, but not quite yet, and I finally understand my future, and somehow my childhood has found its way here, and I stare. A portal to another world where I am comfortable in my own skin because I have none. I do not feel the shackles of flesh but the beauty of being, and I can simply be the amorphous blob I was meant to be. Without body, barely in mind, I am not seen, I am felt. I think I would feel like a flower petal. In this abstract dimension, I can see 37 more colors, and all of them are fucking beautiful. And maybe pink will no longer be my favorite color because I have more options. And I understand everything that confuses me. I defamiliarize myself from all the things that hurt me and tuck them away in boxes with locks that actually work. My words are no longer balloons, but they have transformed into dumbbells. Do not send me into the air, but keep me, even if it's just in your garage. Add a ton to every syllable I speak, and I am finally understood. And I finally believe the things that come out of my mouth. And every time I open my mouth, poetry flows out, and it finally feels right to speak. In my new world, on my new planet, I am God. And parents do not hurt their children for the sake of my love. They love without condition. I exist with no conditions. Nothing is real until I decide it is time for it to be, and I love my creation deeply. I have found home in the hills and valleys of the paint on this campus.
This is not part of the video.
Okay. Challenge. Okay.
Hello. This next song is called 5 to 5. It's by Kevin and me. He made me record this intro because he never has anything to say about his own songs. But it's about sleeping from 5 to 5, which hopefully is a relatable thing that other people do over quarantine and other feelings. It's pretty self-explanatory. There are no content warnings, and I hope you enjoy.
You got that honey dripping voice when you don't even try. Never impressed me much. It's just a lie to hide a lie. I feel fine without you. Almost all the time. I sleep and eat and shower. Almost every night. It's nighttime all the time. When you sleep from 5 to 5. In my dreams I think I know you. Wake up, don't have a clue. I hear you blowing up.
I hear you're staying home now.
Yeah, I see you on TV.
In the house where you grew up.
Whole world's gonna try to know you.
The streets they could reclaim you.
Like I tried to. They'll call you an artist.
Your friends are calling back now.
Yeah, they'll call you a saint.
Asking where you've been.
They'll get it all wrong.
They'll get it all wrong. But they'll remember
Your name. It's nighttime all the time. When you sleep from 5 to 5. In my dreams I think I know you. Wake up, don't have a clue. You got that honey dripping voice, and you don't even try. Never impressed me much. Just a lie to hide a lie.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jayda.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Our poem is called Zodiac because I read my birth chart and it changed my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I read it right, but you know, close enough.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have any content warnings. So. Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Enjoy.
According to the snapshot of the sky when I was born, October 17th, 2000, in Decatur, Georgia at 9:47 a.m., I am
a Libra sun,
Gemini moon.
and Scorpio rising, among other things.
The moon was waning when I was born on that December night. Capricorn sun.
Virgo moon.
Leo rising, just to name a few.
Translation: I'm charming, curious, and powerful. Sometimes that resonates. Other times it is hard to feel charming when people are so scary, or powerful when I just don't feel like it.
But the stars said so.
I guess I'll listen.
I am ambitious and perfectionist, almost to a fault. Practical even when I don't want to be. I relish in the ordinary, the rhythm of routine, and according to my ascendant,
You must like attention.
more than I'm willing to admit.
The planets found their place in their respective houses.
Venus and Pluto became roommates in the first.
I meant to love and I meant to die many times in this life. I am unsure which I fear more.
Mercury and Pluto are fueling my creativity, even though they disagree with my moon. My fourth house is full of family.
You will want and need to be alone.
Even though that loneliness scares me.
If I had hung the stars myself, I would have added more Earth.
Your Mars in Virgo does seem lonely. Air and water are not the most stable elements.
I rarely feel like the most stable of individuals.
I am a type A sun and type B rising.
So I could say you're pretty chill.
Did you know that INFJ is the rarest personality type in the world? So
You're kind of one of a kind.
we're called
The Advocates.
We want to change the world, but I don't really know how.
Myers-Briggs calls me
The campaigner.
ENFP if we're technical.
Free spirit.
Which I suppose makes sense given that I'm an air sign. Again, they call me
Charming.
Again, it is difficult to feel like all the things they say I am all the time.
BuzzFeed told me that I am 15% dateable. So I took the quiz again
Again,
and again until I got 100, probably because I chose cupcakes instead of brownies on question number 1.
maybe the 15 and 100% average out to 57.5% dateable.
Scorpio and Venus is tricky.
There are 5 people with a crush on me. I wonder where they are.
BuzzFeed says that because I like foods with earth-toned hues, my soulmate will be a Sagittarius.
And you will meet them in 2021.
And their first name will start with a J.
I will meet my soulmate in 10 years because I like mac and cheese. BuzzFeed also said I will get married in 2 years.
And when you're 30.
I'm 20 years old.
I didn't know I needed to know which donut flavor I am.
Cronut, by the way, because you have layers.
If I were a midnight snack, I'd be an ice cream sandwich. If I were a flavor, I'd want to be Neapolitan, but really I'm just vanilla.
BDSMtest.org says I am 100% brat tamer, 100% switch, 100% degrady, 99% brat, 99% rope bunny, and about 5 more things above 90%. Interesting.
BDSMtest.org says that I am 70% dominant, 64% exhibitionist, 59% hunter, and about 10 more things below 50%. That tracks, but much less interesting.
If you were a city, you'd be Montreal or Tokyo.
Fucking Trotwood, Ohio. I don't think I have main character syndrome, but according to this quiz,
you are the protagonist.
So maybe I should.
I am the love interest. Maybe it's because I like colorful braids.
Or combat boots.
Or have an electric guitar that I don't know how to play.
Maybe I should look at the patterns on my palms and be someone new.
What if who I am, should, and want to be do not align as easily as the stars?
How could I ever not know when it was written down for me in the palms of my hands?
I'm a bundle of contradictions.
Moving parts that refuse to go in the same directions.
Maybe I cannot make up my mind because I am a Libra.
Maybe it is simply a part of me that even the stars can't explain.
Maybe it was the way that my parents raised me.
Maybe it was the way my first love kissed me. If I knew where to cure my indecision,
or how I like to love,
I wouldn't be looking to planetary alignments.
Or BuzzFeed.com.
It's scary to know that I don't know, not even myself.
It's scary that I've got a lot left to learn.
About the something or someone that's out there who has a stake in me.
The woman in red said, I found God in myself and I loved her. I loved her fiercely.
I hope one day to have the faith that lets me see the God within myself.
I am excited to worship them.
Hello, my name is Jhung, and today I'll be presenting a piece called Snippet. And this piece is composed of two parts, the first of which I informally kind of named A Mother's Prayer, because it was inspired by a phone call I had with my mom back in Chicago, and she told me, you know, it's a miracle where you are now, because back when you were a kid, you were sickly, you were weak, and you had like no friends at all, and I was like, okay, calm down, Mom. So this piece is kind of about that. But also talking about, you know, from I guess my parents' perspective, what they wanted me to become. So that's the first part of the piece. The second part of the piece kind of details what's going on now, and it's just a fun tune that I've been working on. So I hope you enjoy. And tell me what you see. Scrawny boy with an ankles, broken feet, with everything to give but nothing to keep. Teach him how to fly with those broken wings. God, I pray to you cause he needs the guidance. Teach him patience within the den of lions. Let him practice peace in a world of violence. Give my son a voice to pierce through the silence. Could I take back all the things I've said? Everything that you seen me do, every moment we spent together, everything that we've been through. Maybe I wanted to think you cared, wanted to think it could be true. It's always the end when I see things different, always the end when I see you. Forgetting the things that matter most, but how could I forget you? See that butterflies and roses, feel the ocean beneath your shoes. Keep on calling, calling, but we can't get an answer. Ignorance is bliss, but lies won't reach your satisfaction.
We're not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Could I take back all the things I've said? Everything that you seen me do, every moment we spent together, everything that we've been through. Maybe I wanted to think you cared, wanted to think it could be true. It's always the end when I see things different, always the end when I see you.
Hi, my name's Iris, and this is a poem called Dread of an Acorn, and it's very short, no content warnings, just kind of trying to describe the feeling of like wandering and not really knowing what you're doing or for what reason, and like where you're going from all this. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for listening. Dread of an Acorn. The acorn, so timid and fearful, is unaware that it is spiraling into the body of an oak. You say, tugging my arm and leading me to a future where the terracotta children living under my fingernails don't rise up against me, and I don't pack you up like a box of clothes that no longer fit, and where the warm puddle of my heart doesn't melt down the sides of my face. So eager to please and yet so obstinate, they'll say. I know I'll never have the innocence of the acorn. I dream of oak trees every night. I've never been able to blissfully swim through the haze of sodium dread bleeding from all the street lamps. All I want is to leave the entire world behind, for it to be midnight at a camp that was never mine, where there are no showers other than the sky, and it's been a dry summer. Your skin has turned ancient. How the water feels burning in a cauldron, bursting holy. Precious water running over and over your limbs, of an acorn dreaming of something other than a young body, a pale chrysalis, covered in soil. The moon makes everything seem gentle and glowing. Wash away the dirt. Wash away the suffering. You forget that you have a body at all.
Hello, my name is Yazud, and I will be performing a piece called I Still Have a Very Loud Voice, and this is the letter I promised you. The content warnings are religion, guns, family, and a gender crisis. It's about moms and space and living multiple lives, and I think that's the best I can explain it. I still have a very loud voice, and here is the letter I promised you, after Beza Ozer. Here's an idea, you are my mother. Here is another idea, we are both just empty gun barrels where our faces should be and never have been / never will be separate beings. This is a poem in which two things will happen / are happening. You were thinking about how we are losing our language to looming stratus clouds, to all-American towns where our great-grandchildren stumble over our names like they do our ancient cities. While I'm thinking about the time I thought bendiciones still counted, if you let your small brown teddy bear say them for you, please don't laugh at me. Please know that the last time I talked to my father was probably the last time I talked to my father. Let me move along. We are both just drowning sandcastles where our faces should be, and you are my mother. Here is an idea. These are not the only lives we have lived. I came from the planet Jupiter in 1831, which is 0.0001582002493716235 light years away from you, from Earth. To live here with you on Earth together, specifically in North America, specifically in the United States, specifically in North Carolina, specifically in Winston-Salem. Here is another idea. We are in Winston-Salem, and you let me forget how to say the word lost. Perdida. You hug me, and that is our new language. You hug me, and we abandon our porous, pining tongues, anchored to our mouths. Here is another story, because I love you. In my dream, my dad is there as the self I knew him to be and not who he is. The sky is pale yellow and each moment is fleeting and light. In this dream, my word for vibing is vibiendo. He didn't let me say it wrong. The dream ends with him and me in a car with a gun and a passport peeking out of a beige bag. Here is an idea. You jump in the dream and you tell him the phrase te amo, cuídate means whatever he wants it to. But in his absence, we will steal it and misplace it in Veracruz, in Lago Chica, in a discreet tropical storm. People tell me leaving is the best way to say I love you. I don't know if that's true, but I left a red spot on Jupiter for you. A revolting eternal chaos for you. A contained orange-brown rager where we spoke in swirling and didn't conjugate verbs. Where I was full and every star pronounced my name right. You and I find each other in knowing gazes and stumbling phrases between what we mean and what we say, and so much of us is silent and omitting the subject of the phrase, love you, love you, love you, love you. People say you will dissipate in my growing, you tired supernova. with golden skin and laminins dancing drunk and vibrating under the absence of air, and I will apologize for losing the teddy bear and the language. And you will tell me I can't keep refusing to pray by myself. I can't keep expecting a metaphorical bear to come and hold me and let me squeeze it and speak and ransack its prayers that move in the mother tongue mom. I only ever do what will make you smile, but I can't pray alone. It has only ever been for you, just like this human body. Here is an idea. You see my face and you call me beautiful, but only in Spanish. Here is a fact. You were meant for a peaceful soledad, and if anything in this life is fair, you will find a good home and I will build it for you. Here is a question I've been wanting to ask you all day. Do you think the summer air will always hug me like this? It's just that all our best conversations are in a humid car and winter's coming and all we can do is complain about the weather and buy more sweaters. But what I really want to ask you is, how many times have you pretended to be strong? One time I pretended to forget my dad's face and then did forget it. Perdóname. Here is a fact to change the subject. You were right about Chicago. It's cold here. And a couple days ago, I ran in a storm in 36-degree weather in darkness with only streetlights to guide me, just so I could outrun time or feel something or hear your voice crashing against my cheeks. I need you to know I don't really do this often. I need you to know I came home soaking wet and didn't take a warm shower after. I need you to know I cut my hair shorter than my dad's and I look just like him now. I need you to know that I love sitting in CTA and wearing a mask over my face, and I haven't uttered a word in weeks until the poll worker warned me not to fold my ballot, and then I thought he said fold your ballot. I love all the ways I disappear here. I feel so 2008, and yes, that was the first time I wore Dad's clothes and felt my body uncoiling itself. On my way back home, I ran into a man who asked for money and a hug. I could give him neither, but I promised I would when I saw him again. It's been weeks and I still haven't seen him. I think people disappear in this city, Mom. And this apartment doesn't feel as alive without your yelling, making a home for itself in the divots of our light popcorn ceiling. I know you are busy, so I'll make this quick. Here's what I would tell you out loud if I weren't so scared. Come live in the ocean with me. And let sand get in your swim shorts, and let's only eat ripe mangoes. I'll drive all the way over. I just need you to be sitting in the last place I left you. Here's what I would tell my grandma before she leaves me. I'm sorry, but I'm rubbing all of the coconut oil you mailed me into my scalp, and I'm letting the smell consume me like a black hole, and I'll leave it there until I confuse my body for yours. Anyway, how are your bones? Here's what I would tell my father if I was 11 again. Your voice is fading into the past of me, and you are in the section of my heart I had plastered over. Here's what I would tell Grandpa if he was still here, and if I could translate it into Spanish. I can feel you watching over me when I'm fearful of myself, even though I've never seen you in your flesh, or heard your voice with your bones in it. I hope you know this poem is for you too. Here's an apology. I'm sorry I don't say I love you enough in this poem, and I'm sorry I don't know how to say it in real life, and poetry is the dreamiest way to write something down. What I'm saying is, yes, I'll dance with you in this venue on this sticky beer floor with all my distant relatives and family friends and strangers watching us next time you ask. Yes, I will wear the outfit you kindly bought for me that I may kindly return, and in return, when I come back to earth, I need you to be smiling in the same place I left you. Here is a memory I tuck in before I go to sleep. One time I drove in a mountain that looked like green shards of glass, while country music ate at our ears. As I told you, I changed nothing about my life. In this moment, I am telling the truth. And you tell me how your shame is so secret and invisible and a part of you. It is the same shade of pink as the muscles on your carpal tunnel wrists. Sometimes you repeat yourself in English, and I bite my tongue in whatever word means. Please speak to me in the language you love in. This is happening and not happening. This specifically in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, specifically in a car with its own small, warm universe, and you and your body have finally arrived on this plane of existence. I wonder where your face has been all this time.